What's up, everybody, man? It's your boy, Doug Q in the building. Y'all already know what time it is, man. Look, there's a lot we have to talk about tonight. The Carolina Panthers was in the business of shedding a lot of fat today. They did a lot of trimming. They did a lot of restructuring. Look, we got under the cap by restructuring Taylor Moton. Shout out to Big Taylor Moton, right tackle of the future for the Carolina Panthers. And out here just handling business. My dog Taylor Moton restructured. Look for Shaq Thompson to go ahead and restructure. Man, make no mistake about it. If we get a couple of more guys to shake that money around, shake the money maker, we won't have nothing to worry about, man. The business is let's get this money. Let's get that money. Yes, sir, man. Shout out to everybody in the chat. Let's get it, man. We're going to take it back to the old days of the Black Cat Panther. You know, we're gonna kick it for a little minute, man. Let's get into it. Not only that, Lamar Jackson. The Carolina Panthers didn't even look his way. Are we signifying that we prefer 3 rookies over an MVP? Are we signifying that? I'm under the impression, man, any guy with an MVP, you at least take a look at him. You at least look in his direction. You at least look his way. What's going on, y'all? What's happening? You at least look his way. Lamar is an MVP. And the Carolina Panthers didn't even try to even look his way to say, how much is it going to cost for us to even get down to the table? Like, what is it going to cost to get you in Carolina? Like, let's negotiate. Let's talk. Let's see what's the starting point. Nah, the Carolina Panthers said we ain't even going to do that. There is no starting point. Excuse me. So, is Scott Fitterer in on every deal like he say he was? Or is because the fact that Lamar Jackson represents himself, he shot himself in the foot? What's the deal? Like, how are you guys interested in Lamar Jackson? I've never been a fan of this guy, but I do respect what an MVP is. I do respect what he could potentially bring to the Panthers. I do respect what this guy could be. I mean, in the right situation with the right team, the right offensive line, the right set of coaching, this guy could win a Lombardi with the right backing. And we didn't even look his way. That's all I'm saying, man. Is the NFC starting to get a little cloudy? You're right, see, it might be a smoke screen. Is it getting a little cloudy in the NFC, man? Like, in what direction will the NFC South start going now when you got Derek Carr sitting atop the Saints? When you got Michael Thomas and the crew potentially getting back together? The Carolina Panthers are wishing and hoping to get a quarterback sitting at number 9. Now, I'm under the impression now you're definitely going to have to trade up now. And I say at least by the number 5. Trade up to number 5 at least. That's the at least that you can do, Scott Fitterer. 3 would be a luxury, but 5 at least to try and get one of these quarterbacks that can come in. Because you just passed on Lamar Jackson. So that means you believe that the thought of Will Levis is better than the MVP. This same Will Levis that had 19 touchdowns to 10 interceptions with a 60 quarterback rating in college. You believe that guy is going to have a better direction than Lamar Jackson. So if going off of what you were saying, Scott Fitterer, by not even looking this direction, we are in a better place by not even attempting to look his way. Y'all already know what time it is, man. This is going to be a good one. Because at the end of the day, the Carolina Panthers are out to get themselves a quarterback. They're out to do it in, I would say, a great fashion by drafting a quarterback. And the smart thing to do is to go out and you get your guy, not get a bunch of scraps. Now, I know they're saying a lot of different things will factor in. This guy has no agent. This guy has an injury history. This guy has a lot of things that we just don't want to even deal with. I get it. I get it. What I at least wanted them to just sit down at the table and talk. They didn't even want to do that. So I can't even be mad now. But what I will say is that going forward, Carolina, don't start lying to me. Because there's one thing that Dub Q hates more than anything else is a liar. Don't lie to my face. If you say you're going to be in on everything, make sure you do that. Shout out to Big Mike, man. What's going on? JD Mafia said, look at the injury history we have been down that road. I mean, we've been down that road with a goddamn Sam Darnold. We've been down that road with Teddy Two Gloves, a wood chip, Liz Frank, bad shoulder ass Cam Newton. That's all I'm saying. Shout out to MDJ. Whoever we get, I'm going to stand behind him and give him a fair chance to keep pounding. You're damn right. You're damn right. I'm going to stand by him 100%. 100%, man. So, without further, Big Mike said he won't in. All right, Big Mike. You want in? I'm gonna give you in. Damn, you ain't give me 7 minutes. Let's hear what you're talking about, Big Mike. Let's hear what you're talking about. Because I'm under the impression, man, we got to make something pop. I need a quarterback. Tell me how we gonna get it. Will Levis is just not it for me. I've been looking at this cat up and down, and I can't seem to stomach Will Levis. I just can't. So if anybody out there saying that Will Levis is their guy, please back away. That guy is just red flags waiting to happen. I don't believe in him. CJ Stroud is the guy that I like. Can we get him? I hope so. But it's going to take probably going up to 3 to get him. 5, you got a chance to choose between. AR-15 and a chance to choose between Will Levis. What's going on, Big Mike? How you living?
Nah, man, I'm enjoying your show and everything. Let you get everything set up. I'm listening to the Will Levis concept, and I got an opinion on it, but I'm gonna let you take over real quick and let me listen for a while.
Go ahead and handle your business. I'm sitting here. I ain't got nothing to do.
All right, well, see, Will Levis, he has a lot of potential, just like AR-15. The potential is there. I think when I looked at AR-15 and I saw how he ended the second half of the season with the few interceptions he threw, that put me over the edge of saying, yo, AR-15 is a better prospect to work on. Now, a lot of people say, Will Levis didn't have any protection. He didn't have any number one receivers. And I'd be like, neither did AR-15. So that's not a good comparison. But then they say that Will Levis was hurt. Well, he also held the ball too long. Like, does what Deshaun Watson does extendedly. Like, I'm going to hold the ball forever and just sit back and take a sack. And as you look at the footage more and more, you can realize that it's because he can't translate the defense, and that's why he's holding the ball so long. Not because his boys ain't getting open.
Oh, okay. Well, I watched Will Levis play a lot of hero ball last year. Like, there were times where he was throwing that ball into double, triple coverage, and there was a man wide open in the flat. And I'm like, you don't see your receiver, your wide receiver going in the slant wide open, but you going down the field to the post and you he in double coverage, bro. What you doing?
I call that favoritism. I call that when you got a receiver and some reason you try to force feed that motherfucker, and you just see the basic thing that most quarterbacks fuck up is the basic thing that can save your whole career. Knowing when to throw the ball out and when they hit just a flat open man. You ain't got to hit a home run on every play. So you right on the money when you say that boy play hero ball because that's the only thing it seemed like he always wanted to do.
Look at here, Fishbowl. I'm right there with you. He said he haven't seen film, but there's something deeply corny about Levis that he just can't get past. Man, you want to know my opinions is Big Mike.
Yeah, what's
And
good? What's good?
now this is just between me and you, but I feel like the narrative is, Tepper has been gushing about Will Levis for the longest. You do realize that, right?
Yeah, that breaks my heart.
But you do know why, right?
Talk to me. I need to know. Is it because you white?
Yes, yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. I hate to say it, and I've never been one to really pull out the card, but I'm under the impression that this boy is way more marketable than Anthony AR-15. This guy is more marketable than CJ Stroud. And for Tepper, who's a billionaire that's all about capitalizing on money, this guy says I have a baby face that I can put out there that one can appeal to kids, that can bring me in income, can get national commercials, and can take Carolina to the next level when it comes to marketability. How you feel about that, brother?
It turned my stomach because because ain't nobody marketable if they losing.
Facts.
Like, like I'm sure there's a bunch of gingers that would vote Andy Dalton GQ magazine quarterback of the year, but if he don't win shit, it's not happening. A Aaron Rodgers didn't start getting all these commercials until he had back-to-back MVP. He's constantly in the playoffs. So State Farm, they his neighbor now. But when you got a quarterback that can't get the W's, it's all hogwash. And let's be real, Cam Newton started getting that limelight. We had the little protein yogurt shit. You know what I mean? He started doing his commercials and shit. So if he just feels like he need the white boy to sell something, the nigga's not Joe Burrow. So let it go. Like, Pepper, let it go. He ain't gonna never look cool. Let it go.
Well, think about it. They tried this already by bringing in who was the most nationally televised quarterback last year? Baker Mayfield. Am I right or wrong?
You right. And I didn't I didn't understand that either. Cause kid came through soon as he got drafted. He had State Farm commercials and shit. He ain't won a lick, but he had plenty commercials.
Because it's easier to put him on the face and basically think about it. When you think about Charlotte, you think about the Bible Belt. You think about Billy Graham. Now you want to think about it. Cam Newton has been the face even when he's not been the face of the channel, of the franchise. So now that we have nobody that's a face, you can't use Brian Burns. You can't really use anybody on the team right now. Will Levis makes the most sense, and that's why he keeps falling to the Panthers. No matter how much we try to get rid of him, he keeps coming back because they're pulling the strings on the back edge. I hope y'all know that. I hope. Look, they at one time was trying to quote this guy as one of the best quarterbacks in the draft because of his upside. Are you serious? Are you serious?
Look, you know what? Now you say that. That would mean there's only one other quarterback that he consider marketable in the draft, and that's Bryce Young, because he got the little baby face. He can be a little bit pocket sized Patrick Mahomes, you know what I mean? So, but man, I hope not, because that boy look goofy.
Yeah.
Look, I'm gonna be real with you. And when I hear the drafts and hear the mock drafts and they go Will Levis, and I'm like, to who? And they be like, to the Panthers. I be like, for what? Because Charlotte's a small market. If we not putting W's up, I don't give a damn if you get old boy from the Avengers. You can get Thor. If Thor back there, we ain't marketing shit if we losing. Because just like the good old fashioned, ain't nothing, don't nothing cure anything but winning. And we done lost forever. We can't sell tickets losing. And Will Levis come through, It's gonna go from $12 tickets for home games versus Atlanta to $7 tickets, and in 3 months you'll be able to get a ticket with an EBT card. It's not gonna work. I don't care how far he can throw the ball. He can't throw that bitch accurate. So what are we gonna do? And I
Hey,
even
Mike.
I couldn't put that much stock in Will Levis. And the fact if Dave Tepper feels like, yo, that's my guy, then you didn't even watch when Carolina was the most income based football team. When Cam Newton was there, you could everybody had a Cam Newton jersey. Cam Newton was must-see TV. We was on prime time and everything. Everybody wanted to see this motherfucker go across the line and act like he was Superman. And if you don't get something like that, or get somebody that can carve up the defenses and get a bunch of W's, we gonna be back in the same spot next year talking about, so what quarterback should we draft?
Man, look at here. You hit it right on the head. I'm under the impression, I think Tepper is starting to interfere with potentially who we can get, because we know CJ is going to take us to the promised land. I even see now where Anthony Richardson has different qualities that could take us to the promised land. But I just don't see that shit with Will. I'm like, am I missing something with this guy? Like, is it only about ticket sales with Tepper? Like, we're trying to host the Lombardi Trophy. I'm sick of coming up short, bro. I can't keep doing this as a fan.
Yo, look, the reason why everybody talks about Will Levis, not just Carolina, because he's the only good white quarterback in the draft besides
Mm-hmm.
Stetson Bennett. And, and that's just being. I take Stetson Bennett over Will Levis. I don't give a fuck what nobody say. Like, I'm not taking Will Levis. If he's the last of the four quarterbacks and it's our time to pick, I
Mm-hmm.
bet you I'm getting a defensive player. I promise you, I'm not doing it. Y'all can kiss my ass. Will Levis will not be in the Carolina Panther uniform if I'm the general manager and if I'm standing there. Forgive me, Big Cat, because I know that you fucks with him, but I don't fuck with him like that.
Man, I'm telling you right now, man. Look, I keep looking at his numbers, and I look at the other quarterbacks that had numbers in college. And like I said, we understand what's going on with AR-15. We understand that basically he had to learn on the fly in the middle of the season. Like, we understand that him and his coaching staff was not on the same page. He had to learn defenses. He had to learn what it meant when you see two-man safety, two-man high. You got to understand what the hell you're looking at. You get what I'm saying? He didn't understand different stuff like that. And now, sitting and talking to him, listening to him talk after the combine, he's grown because he said he's been in the room every day, focusing, working on it, trying to get better. He want to make better throws. He want to grow as a quarterback. I ain't hear none of that shit from Will Levis. And I ain't even seen none of that. Like, even CJ Stroud was talking about he's put in the work to be the best. I have not seen not an ounce of bravado at all from Will Levis.
There's no humility, and he's not good enough not to be humble. Like, there's only a few quarterbacks that you can say he can talk that shit all he want because he's that good. You got Patrick, you got Joe. The rest, Aaron Rodgers. The rest, they need some humility. Will Levis, you haven't did shit in all your college games. And I look at CJ Stroud. Not only did he say that he's doing everything to get better, or he busts his ass to be the best quarterback the past 2 years, he has the nerve to say, I'm willing to start square one to learn whatever it is I got to do to make sure I'm that guy wherever I go. And I'm like, yo, hold up. Did this motherfucker just say, humble himself to the point saying, I know I'm that good. But if you feel like I got to go from square one and do whatever I got to do to fit you and fit your blueprint, I'm willing to do that because that's how bad I want it. All right, guy, I fucks with you.
Man, look at here. Shout out to everybody in the chat. I'm not out here just picking on Will Levis. I really wanted to get down to the nitty gritty because, like I said, I talk about CJ Stroud in my sleep. I talk about Anthony Richardson in my sleep. Bryce Young, to me, I already know is a foregone conclusion. He's going to Houston. So it wasn't even no need for me to even get excited about him. I didn't even try to stick my nuts out on the line for that cat, man, because there's no need. But when it comes to everybody else, and it's that gap where Will Levis is sitting at, and I'm like, why is everybody steady pushing and hyping this guy up, but they overlooking C.J. Stroud? But they overlooking, like, I saw some cats that were saying one time that they were going to take Levis above every other quarterback because he has a higher upside. What in the
Okay,
fuck?
I'm gonna tell you why. Cause it's this bullshit like what's on our thing right now. People comparing him to Josh Allen. Cause Josh Allen had horrible stats, but they got like the same height and the same build, and they'll run like that. And I'm sitting back saying, okay, all right, that's a fair assumption that maybe he could be Josh Allen. But I'm gonna be honest with you. I saw Josh Allen struggle this year without Brian Dable.
Oh, yeah.
I
It
saw him
showed.
throw the most interceptions in the red zone this year without Brian Dable. So what
Mm-hmm.
I'm saying is, um, maybe we have the right coach for Will Levis. But what I do know, when I'm 100% on, is you can't really people try to force like, yo, you could teach a quarterback this, you could teach him that. I don't see too many quarterbacks go from inaccurate to accurate as shit. It just don't happen like that. Like if it did, Cam Newton would have been MVP every fucking year. You know how much we wanted him to get more accurate and not throw the ball behind Greg Olsen and cause some small turnovers or not try to hit Kelvin Benjamin like he's 7 foot tall instead of 6'7". Like bring the ball down a little bit lower, Cam. Even that tall nigga can't get it. And then of course there was a whole lot of fucking drops when he did hit him. But that's another story. It's just bad because Lamar Jackson. I heard Ryan Clark going off about why Carolina's not interested in Lamar Jackson. One, because the nigga's hurt most of the time. Other reason, I love Lamar, but he ain't that fucking accurate either. And winner of
Oh,
Super Bowls are accurate quarterbacks. I haven't seen a non-accurate quarterback win the Super Bowl since Joe Flacco.
oh, you better preach. Yes, sir. You better preach. Look, I'm with you 1,000%. I like Lamar, but I'm just saying he's an MVP in this league, and he's shown you at the highest points in this league he has had success. And the Carolina Panthers didn't even look his way. What's up with that, Big Mike?
It's because of the money shit. I really fully believe that Carolina know that when it comes to quarterbacks, it's window shopping season. They hollered at Derek Carr because they was like, we got an EBT card. We can afford Derek Carr. But when they see the Aaron Rodgers and the Lamar Jacksons, they're like the oohs and the eyes. We ain't got a bank account for them niggas.
Oh man! So
And when it comes
you
to
got it for
Lamar
Derek.
Jackson, you don't want to pay Lamar because you don't want to get that close and never make it. Lamar got that syndrome.
Oh,
Lamar gets you right there at the door, twist his ankle up, I'm out.
that hurt.
Send
Nah,
in Matt
man.
Corral. Send in Matt Corral. I
I
can't go. I can't.
I can't let you do Lamar Jackson like that because he showed his value this season right here with him going down and how much the Ravens need him. So all I'm saying
Okay,
is
wait. He showed his value by not being there. I want you to hear that, right? Think about that. He showed his value, but then he showed his disvalue. What they say all the time, the best ability is availability. Name how many
mhm.
years Lamar Jackson has played the whole season. Name how many.
I,
Only his MVP year.
I was getting ready to say
Only his MVP year.
it was only one season, so damn.
Yeah, you feel me? So he got one whole season he played, the MVP year. Every other year he hurt. And that's why I said he got all the talent in the world, but he gonna get you close to the playoffs or get you to the playoffs, get hurt, and then you gotta finish the rest of the way with Matt Corral. Like get out there, Matt. Do what Lamar just did. Look at the Ravens last year. They this close. They could have won their whole division. And all of a sudden, crack, he done. And now Huntley, get in there and do what Lamar did.
Well, wait a minute, Big Mike. Because I'm under the impression, had they give this boy an extension, he would have came back out and played. But because they choose not to give him his money, he said, fuck him. I mean, let's be real.
And you know what? I'm with you. That might be the case. I'm 100% with you. That might have been the case. He might have been like, "Y'all should have gave me my money, my nigga. I would have went out there and risked it all if the bread was there, because that's how niggas think. And as a nigga, if my money there, I'm gonna give you the extra effort. I
Yes,
really
sir.
am. But the problem is we assuming that's the case, and when I heard the 133 million for Lamar, I said that's not enough. But when somebody said he wanted 200 million, I was like, that's too much. Because I'm not giving a person that not gonna finish the season 200 million. I'm just not gonna do it. If I'm not sure you gonna check every day of the calendar, I can't give you 200 million. And I don't give a damn who you are. You can be Patrick Mahomes. If you more injured, you are healthy, I can't hand you that check. Because then in the playoff times, I look like Boo Boo the fucking fool. Like, yo, we could have won if he was just healthy and shit. I need you to be Patrick. Fuck your leg up, but go out there and win any fucking way. Like, that's what I need. You can get whatever. That's why Patrick got a $400 and something million check. Because they hit the fucking jackpot with his ass. Lamar, you can't finish the season. I can't give you this check. It's got to go back in the bank. I'm going to draft somebody that's going to play all year.
Look, man, we just cleared up a whole lot of money just now, and I don't think that they wanted to waste any of that money on Lamar Jackson, because Taylor Mock was set to give you $25 million against the cap. And I'm telling you, man, that's one of them things I just don't understand. So I'm under the impression right now, it's just one of those things where we got to clear up Shaq. We got to clear up the other boy over there. They say DJ Moore's next in line too. So I'm just saying.
I know what they doing. And Scott Fitter did this last year. He made some signings before the draft. You know what I mean? Because he wanted to make sure he have to depend everything on the draft to get the team together. That's why they looking at the linebacker and coach, Frank Reich, like, yo, he'll be good over here for this 3-4 system. So Scott Fitter trying to figure out who can we put here, who can we put there. Because as Panther Nation, as much as you post videos and everybody posts videos and everybody talk shit, we on their ass. You just wasted so many years with this bum ass coach Matt Rule. Nah, you gotta give us something now. We've been suffering so long because of your bum ass decision, Tepper. And Scott Fritter, he's in the office and shit like, I'm gonna fix it because you couldn't fix it. So Scott Fritter, he went to go get the coaches and let Dave just sign the check. He said, I'm gonna go get all these motherfuckers, especially Tim Codwell. I don't think people understand how important signing Tim was to this motherfucking. It was more important than Frank Wright. To get that senior football knowledge IQ motherfucker genius in the building, that was a perfect move. So now Scott Fitter like, let me clear some room up. Let me sign a few players here and there before the fucking Charlotte turn into a fucking riot. And they calling for my head too, because that's who's next in line to get fired if something don't happen soon. Scott Fitter's nervous. You can't get rid of the owner. You got rid of the coach. You got new coaches. If he don't show something soon, David Tepper's got to fire somebody. He can't fire himself, so he's going to blame Scott Fitter.
Yes, sir, man. Welcome to the stage right now. PNP, man, what's going on with you?
Oh, nothing much. What's going on with y'all?
Man, you hear it, man. We getting into it as we do, man. How you feeling about everything you're hearing so far?
I need a refresher. I have accidentally butt down somebody.
Okay.
Let's talk about the Will Levis. How you feel about Will Levis? You on the Will Levis train?
Nah.
And why
not
is
one
that?
bit. Because Will Levis is basically Sam Darnold, but a lot worse.
Oh my God!
Wow! Hold up, is he the USC Sam Darnold? Is he the New York Jets Sam Darnold? Is he the Carolina Panthers Sam Darnold?
Oh God.
I love that. That's a good take.
Oh my God.
He said he's Sam Darnold 2.0 on steroids.
So based off of everything you've seen, you think that Will Levis is going to give you the same output as a Sam Darnold right now?
The same, but not as good.
And
Wow.
so you think Sam Darnold is better than Will Levis right now?
That is correct.
And what gave you that assumption?
He just doesn't look very promising.
Huh?
I've seen some of his highlights. I'm not very impressed. It looks he's got the Sam Darnold type play, but not as good as Sam Darnold actually is.
Well,
I wasn't even impressed with the combine throws. That's what bothered me the most about most of these quarterbacks. Because when you got a wide open target and you know exactly what route they throwing, you can't tell me you can hit someone that's covered or double teamed that's not going to be open if you can't target the motherfucker wide the fuck open with nothing but grass and shit and nobody around him, and all you got to do is get it to him and you missing these easy ass throws.
So quick question, because I'm trying to understand why you feel the way that you do. So I'm not. First of all, I agree with you 1,000%. I'm not impressed with Will Levis at all. So with that, I'm saying I'm not impressed with him because I see him play a lot of hero ball. I see that the fact that he's a statue at times in that pocket, and he'll stare down one receiver all day. Now, what to you signifies that Sam Darnold can give you more than what you can get from Will Levis?
Let's just break down how Sam Darnold has been doing since his rookie year.
Okay.
I'm gonna get a lot of flack, but he was very what's the word misconstrued. He was burnt to a crisp when he was on the Jets and when he was with us our first year. The reason why I think Sam Darnold didn't play as well as everybody thought he would is because you should not put a rookie in on his first year. You gotta let a vet play in front of him. You can't just throw him in there to the Wolves and see how bad he does. And you had the media crushing on him like everything was his fault. Everybody blames the QB for everything nowadays.
Okay. Well, since you say that, I'm gonna because it sounds like to me you love Sam Darnold. So, with that being said, is 17 touchdowns to 15 interceptions good?
Why you go there?
No.
Is a 45 QBR as a quarterback rating? Is that good?
Are you getting this from the Jets or Panthers?
Okay, it's worse for the Panthers. So do you want me to read those numbers?
Can we read the numbers he had this year?
I can put it on the screen. I'll do you even better.
That's not right, Dub. You doing too much.
Can we look at the numbers Sam had this year?
God damn it, I got everything. Take a look. It's in a book to read and read.
Oh, Lord, he exposed them.
So, you have said, because the consensus is that you're saying that he's better than Will Levis. And I'm looking at these numbers, and these signify the numbers that are not better than a 5-year-old quarterback that's at an elementary school. So look at it. Look at the quarterback ratings. They go down. It was better at the Jets, actually. Take a look now. He was better at the Jets than he was at the Panthers. I can't make this shit up. It's right there. He had a 59% completion rate, 58. A 38 quarterback rating overall. But this is you.
But
now,
he was He was one of the players of the weeks in December.
1 month. That's what you banking off of?
Yes, I am. He's just to see that he sat on the bench and got better.
I'm gonna take over here, Dub.
Yes, sir.
Excuse me, how you doing, caller? My name is Big Mike. I just wanted to ask you, how long has Sam Darnold been in the NFL?
I believe 4 years.
I'm gonna tell you,
5.
I'm pretty sure it's 5 or 6. I'm almost sure it's 6, but we're gonna say 5, okay? 5 years. If you putting up 40 anything, 50 anything, completion percentage, this is not the job for you. It is time to hang up the cleats. Or be a backup, because I ain't never heard of a 5. He just got a contract. We paid up the 5th year option just last year, so I know it's been 5 years, and all of a sudden now he's a free agent. I don't hear the concept of a 6-year veteran, and his best year was probably 57% completion percentage.
He's 25. It's not like he's 28, about to be 29. He's gonna hit his 30s soon. He's got a lot of time to improve, which he did under a pretty poor coaching staff. You got to give him that if you're not going to give him that much else.
Okay, all right, caller. Check this out. If I got to give you more time to get better after your rookie contract, I don't got enough time.
Yeah,
he's
People
already
in their rookie contract are winning Super Bowls. For your first 5 years in a rookie contract, we got players on top of players on top of players taking their team to the Super Bowl. And after your contract, your rookie contract, I gotta give you even more time. Sometimes when you beat a dead horse and it don't move, you have to realize it's because the nigga's dead. Sam Darnold, I'm sure, is a great guy. Probably a great Republican too. But I don't think giving this man more time is going to help
anything to do with
Yeah.
What?
I like it. Yeah. Look. I get it. You think that Sam is the safe choice, but his numbers, and I got it on the screen right there, his numbers is not safe whatsoever. His touchdown to interception ratio makes him a turnover machine. When you got 55 interceptions to 61 touchdowns for a career, it ain't all on the coaching staff. At some point in time, you have to take accountability for your damn self.
See, that's exactly what I was saying earlier, Dub, about Will Levis. You can't teach accuracy. It's just not something that people like. I'm gonna tell you something. If I go to the shooting range, I gotta hold it a certain way for it to hit the target on a repeated area. Just same thing on the football field. If you ain't got those mechanics after going to college for 4 years, coming to the NFL for 5, that's 9 years. You start under center. If you still throwing interceptions, that's who the fuck you are. It's nothing gonna change. Just like Jameis Winston. Everybody was like, he gonna get eye surgery. He's gonna get better. That boy was better for 3 whole games. And then he showed exactly who he was once again.
Mm-hmm.
You don't teach accuracy.
He has been at the worst. He has been at least middle line. He's been 50%. He's been at least okay. And we're not going to be looking to get the big name quarterbacks. I'm telling you, we're going to be going for the less salary cap players.
No, we're going for a rookie because ain't nobody good anymore except Lamar Jackson and Aaron Rodgers. And you say he's middle of the pack, but he's never ranking 27th in QBRs his whole career.
We can't really blame him this year. He only started in 6 games.
And how many interceptions did he throw in those 6 games? How many interceptions he throw in those 6 games?
He threw 3 interceptions for 6 starts.
All right.
And how many touchdowns? Came in for 1 game.
7 touchdowns.
7 touchdowns, 3 interceptions. Hold on, wait. You said 7 touchdowns over 6 games? I supposed to
Mm-hmm.
want to keep that as a Carolina Panther fan?
Barely one touchdown a game.
Like, I just saw Joe Burrow throw 5 touchdowns in 4 games. That's 20. This man can't throw 1 touchdown a game,
Yeah,
and
well,
that's what I'm supposed to.
yeah. Well, we relied on the run game pretty heavily this year.
So did Tennessee. And I remember just last year and the year before, Tennessee winning their division by a landslide.
Yeah, well, I'll tell you like this. If you're waiting for Sam Darnold to get better, you got a better chance of hitting the Powerball.
You got a
Because
better chance of curing cancer.
Let's agree to disagree.
Okay.
My argument is just that he's gotten better this year.
Okay.
All right, but
I give you that.
but you know what? I can't say that he'll be better than Will Levis because I haven't seen Will Levis. I think they probably gonna be in the same exact boat pedaling. It's the same reason why I don't want to see him in the Carolina Panther uniform. I know what I want, and I'm praying, like my man Big Cat say, pause up. I hope that we are aggressive in the draft because the answer's right there. You might overpay for the answer. I don't want you to overpay too much. Like if you give a little bit more than you should, I'm cool. But don't sell everything to get CJ. Let's
Look,
let's not do that.
we
But
shouldn't
he's
sell
definitely
anything.
the answer.
We should not. Actually, I disagree with that statement. I don't think that we should be going to get a QB this year.
When we gonna do it?
We have so many different positions that we need to fix, and we're looking at quarterback. We have 2 quarterbacks right now, and we already have had talks with Sam Darnold already. So we need if we're going to run with any of those players, we need to start fixing some of these holes.
You right. That way we'll get a top 5 pick next year instead of top 9. Cause we ain't winning shit. And if we do, it's gonna be based on coaching. Look, I'm gonna tell you guys this, man. I'm gonna be very real. Every team don't fix every position before they get their quarterback. It seems like everybody's been on this page, yo. We need to fill all these holes out before we get the quarterback. Okay, so that makes us the Chicago Bears when they had Jay Cutler, a very good team with no quarterback that never wins anything.
Shout out to
Y'all
Steve
want to
and
be the
Chat.
Chicago Bears?
I'm gonna tell you like this: there are some holes you just can't overlook, and quarterback is one of them. But in the same breath, we have so many holes, Big Mike. I mean, we haven't had a stable linebacker since Luke Kuechly. We haven't had an edge rusher that's filled the void probably since Jared Allen left in 2015. I mean, let's be real. We haven't seen a damn good cornerback leave and come through here. J.C. Horn has emerged, but if he get hurt or if Dante Jackson get hurt, we got holes right there. Nobody can go out there and play. I don't want to keep relying on Keith Taylor. I don't want to keep relying on C.J. Henderson. I mean, let's be real. All over this defense, we got holes on every single level. On this offense, we only got one good receiver in DJ Moore. Deontay Foreman is up for grabs because, let's be real, he up for free agency. We don't know if we can afford to bring him back or can we find somebody cheaper. Let's be
Look,
real.
I'm a disagree on the wide receiver shit. We don't know what we got. We ain't had a quarterback. I'm here to tell you, I really feel like our wide receiver room is not a bad room. I
Now,
look
Mike,
at DJ. I'm just saying we don't have a
no, sir.
quarterback. How we know how
No,
good
sir.
the receivers are?
When you got receivers out there selling drugs other than catching fucking passes, then it's that damn bad, Mike.
Look, they ain't got nothing to do with what they do on the field. Deshaun Watson, Greg Hardy beat they bitches, but they showed up on Sunday. Don't do that. We gonna talk real. The real talk is they can't throw the ball to themselves.
LaVisca can't run a goddamn route to save his life, Mike.
I ain't saying nothing about LaVisca. I think Rashad Higgins is better than LaVisca, but we never saw him on the field.
Where the fuck he been at?
Because Matt Rule, that's where he been at. Matt Rule didn't put him on the field. They got the man
Matt Rule
that was
left in week
supposed to
6.
been,
He left in
huh?
week 6. He left in week 6. So what's the excuse?
Well, I tell you what, again, that's what I watched the formats of the Carolina Panthers last year. This is what happened. They got their best running block receivers, left them on the field because Steve Wilkes knew I don't have anybody that can throw the ball. So we gonna run 40 fucking times a game, right? Because can't nobody throw the ball here. You wouldn't trust none of them motherfuckers throwing the game or winning you a football game. Not a Baker Mayfield, a PJ Walker, not a Matt Corral. You don't trust none of them to win the game for you. And Steve Wilkes knew that. So he said, we gonna hand this bitch off because there's nothing else we can do. I mean, Detroit, we went all over Detroit, thank God, because if they would have got going and got in front of us, there was nothing we would have did that could catch up. And that's why we had so much time of possession, because we scared to give the other team the ball because we don't have a quarterback. What happens if they get in front of us? We can't come back and beat nobody. Who's going to throw the touchdowns? Sam Darnold played the best out of all those quarterbacks, and he only threw 7 touchdowns in 6 games.
I agree.
So that's why I'm like, I don't know how good our receiving room is because we don't have anybody to throw on the ball. And it seems like, yeah.
Did DJ up until this year, did he or did he not, without a quarterback, every year had 1,000 yards receiving?
See, you helping my point. He had 1,000 yards every year until this year. That lets us know it's not the receiver, it's the quarterback.
Well, this year clearly was the quarterback because when you got PJ Walker, fucking Sam Darnold, Baker Mayfield was getting balls batted down like he was playing volleyball at the damn line of scrimmage. Come on, man.
Facts.
Come on, Facts. Man. I think we forget how bad this damn season was.
And you know why we did? Because we was this close to going to the playoffs. I'm going to say this as a Panther fan, and everybody might hate me for saying this. I was mad as shit when we started winning. I was like, what we trying to win for? We ain't going to do shit if we get to the playoffs. They be like, but they won't still Wilkes the coach. I get it, but fuck that shit. I don't want to win. Stop it. Because there's no reason to win. We got so much that we needed that we had to get rid of Christian McCaffrey. The moment we got rid of Christian McCaffrey, we were supposed to tank.
Yeah.
We were supposed to take that bullet straight to that. We good. We ain't playing no ball. Put in everybody that's a backup and that's young so they can get some experience. All the veterans, you go drink last night so half the time when we on the field, you don't feel the pain that we about to go through. Because we about to sit the fuck down. We had to get rid of Christian McCaffrey. We got rid of C-Mac. They better give me a motherfucking quarterback or I'm going in that office and I'm fucking somebody up, and it better be AR or CJ or Bryce Young, or y'all ain't got to worry about Dave Tepper no more. I take care of it.
Oh, wow. Angry man has spoken. He is ready to cut ass.
Hey, you know how much I love Christian McCaffrey?
Look, they never replaced Greg Olsen. They never replaced Luke Kuechly. They never replaced Josh Norman until they got Jace Horn. And they keep trying to put a Band-Aid on when we lost Cam Newton. And now I got to lose C-Mac? Yeah. So, something to smile about this football season. Go ahead. I want them to play with me again. They made me pass on Justin Fields too. Yeah, go ahead. Play with me one more year. We gonna shut this shit down.
So Big Mike, P&P, how y'all fellas feel about this man y'all see on the screen right there? Stetson Bennett.
Hold on, say that again. I think I might have had an incoming call. What you say?
How do y'all feel about the man that's on the screen right there, Stetson Bennett? He has an 87.8 quarterback rating. We all know that he had the stimulus package in Georgia. But why is this guy projected to be a 7th-round pick? Like he can't even function as a quarterback. Why are they treating him like this?
You sounded like a robot in most of that. But I mean, when do we say enough is enough?
Big Mike.
Yeah.
Big Mike. You see the stats on the screen? Does it? Damn, Big Mike went all the way off. Look, P&P, somebody, anybody, please. Why can't we consider Stetson Bennett a serious option?
I think the same reason why I feel we don't need to get a QB this year. I don't know why he's falling in the draft, though. He looks pretty solid.
You say what? No QB this year.
Yeah, I don't believe we should get QB this year, but I don't see why this guy's falling in the draft.
Hold on. Why is it you feel we shouldn't get no QB this year?
Because it's like it's not. I don't think that QB is our worst problem right now.
What?
If you think that QB is our worst problem, look at Week 17 against the Buccaneers, 2022.
So you trying to tell me cornerback is our biggest problem?
Cornerback and an end for Burns.
So you mean to tell me instead of having somebody steer the ship, you'd rather for us to go naked again with no captain of the ship for another year? Hello?
What? I'm the screen's glitching a little bit.
So you don't want anybody to steer the ship going forward. You don't want no quarterback. You know they're digging in your ass.
I will defend this.
They're digging in your ass right now. How can you? They want to know why you saying you don't want a quarterback.
We already have some solid options that we already have on our roster.
Oh hell no! Don't you do this! Don't you do this! Don't you do this! If you mention Mac around, I might lose my shit. Go ahead. I know you're gonna do it. You like Mac around, huh?
I mean, I think he's a solid option, but I'm not sure if he's gonna be a serious option in 2023.
Okay, so why is it you say that?
I mean, I don't think that we're going to be looking to have him as our starting quarterback because he already needs. He didn't play too well in the preseason.
Yeah, you damn right. He didn't look too well in the preseason. He got his ass on the sideline. he was out there with 4 stringers, and damn it, if you're supposed to be good, you don't supposed to go out there and look like a damn deer in headlights with 4 stringers, man.
Exactly. He'd get completely burnt against these regular guys.
Oh my God, they are eating your ass up in the chat.
Yeah, I'm reading them. I stand my ground.
Oh my God, this is too funny, man. Hey, shout out to the chat tonight, man. Y'all going in. I'm loving it, man. Shout out to the chat. I love each and every one of y'all. Y'all are killing it. I just want to know, why do you feel quarterback is not the biggest need for the Panthers right now, bro?
Because I'm I'm afraid to say that I like Sam Darnold because I feel like these guys are gonna hunt me down.
No. Fuck all that shit. You with your boy Doug Q. Express yourself. Tell how you feel. Tell how you feel. Express yourself, goddammit. Go ahead.
I still think that Sam Darnold is a starting quarterback. I think we should give him, if he doesn't improve in 2023, then the door is out for him. But I don't think that he's played his last game as a starter.
My fault. I think something happened on my phone and shit. People try to blow me up, and that must got horrible timing. Cause my man just said that Sam Darnold is a starting quarterback in this league, and I'm trying to see if somebody gonna wake me up from this fucking nightmare.
Don't underestimate the power of the beard.
Look, all right. I guess you think Ryan Fitzpatrick is Tom Brady, huh? Look, there's levels to this, okay? If you throw just as many as interceptions and touchdowns in any year, you should be fired immediately.
But he didn't.
He did. My man said not this year.
year.
Last year he had 16 touchdowns, 15 interceptions. That has nothing to do with coaching. That has everything to do with accuracy. I don't care if it was James Brown season.
But you can't. But
Tell him.
Look, you can. A coach has nothing to do with a quarterback being accurate. A coach has nothing to do with a quarterback turning over the ball that much. That's decision making. That's in those moments what you do. I've seen coaches come and go. Kyler Murray had bad Kingsbury forever. He ain't never throw that many interceptions. Even Daniel Jones ain't throw that many interceptions. Like, we're talking about average quarterbacks, not even the elite. Like once somebody tell you, you know what I mean, this is who I am, and the great words of Maya Angelou, when someone shows you who they are, believe them. And he's been showing us year after year. I can't throw the ball accurate. I can throw it, but it just ain't gonna get to the right target.
Big Mike, hold on. I'm trying to get some understanding from my dog right here. So P&P, bro, I ain't gonna judge you on nothing you say because this is a judgment-free zone. Now it is hella funny.
I'm not gonna judge. I'm questioning, but I ain't gonna judge.
Oh, you can judge. I've seen a lot of Sam Darnold haters out there, and I'm probably the only one that actually likes him.
So I'm just trying to understand, what are you fighting for, and what hope is you clinging on to?
I'm just saying. I think if we unpack his 2022 season as a whole, it didn't look too bad.
Okay. First of all, you said a Sam Darnold hater. Only people that's good can have haters. We got to put that out there. We're not about to call people, because I'm a football analyst. I don't just focus on the Carolina Panthers. I tell you that Jimmy Garoppolo ain't shit. Now, a lot of people are going to be like, but he won this many games. So, no, Kyle Shanahan won those games. Watch the man play. He ain't shit. So, it's not just Sam Darnold. I pay attention to everybody. And when someone shows you, like, hey,
I like
what'd you say, bro?
I like Jimmy G. Don't do him like that. I like Jimmy G.
He ain't shit. That's your personal problem. You gotta like that man. That man Jimmy G ain't shit either. And it's nothing against Jimmy. It's just, all right, here's my definition of a good quarterback, because it seems like we gotta understand what a good quarterback is. If I'm losing by 2 touchdowns or more, I need to be able to depend on you to win this game using your arm.
Mm-hmm.
Guess what? We can't count on Jimmy to do that. We can't count on Ryan Tannehill to do that. I'm going to get deeper. You can't even count on Lamar Jackson to do that. It's time to be real. It's time to put it on the table. What quarterback, if we fall behind, can I say, hey, go win us this game, and they're going to do it? And we know we can't do it with Sam Darnold. He only throwing 6 touchdowns in 7 games, so we're not even put him in the classification.
But Big Mike, it's gonna be like I said. I just like to hear why some people differ because to me it's interesting. I don't knock anybody for choosing anything that they choose. It's just, like I said, Black Cat Panther Podcast is always going to be a place where people can freely think and, choose what they want to choose. So I like the fact that he's going against the grain. Now, do I
I do
support
too.
him? Do I support him? Nah, he's just on a lonely island by himself. But I like him. Man. I like this shit.
I do
So,
too. Like I'm gonna give him shit 24/7, but I really respect the fact you stand on that because a lot of
yes.
just like when you said you like Jimmy G. I don't fuck with it, but I fuck with you for feeling that way.
Yeah. I mean, at the end of the day, Jimmy G has done nothing but win NFC Championship after NFC Championship. I don't understand what part of that you don't like. See?
All right. So Sam Darnold, if you feel like we shouldn't get a quarterback in the first round, do you think we should go with Sam or should we give Matt Corral a shot?
That's hard to unpack. Because Matt Corral did not look impressive. Sam Darnold looked decently impressive. But they're I feel like they're a couple of planks behind.
So, at what point do you scrap this idea? How many years will it take you to see Sam Darnold underachieve after, year after year? How many times does he have to underachieve for you to get it?
I mean, this is the best coaching staff for anybody like Sam Darnold, Matt Corral, Jacob Eason. He's probably not. He's a third stringer, but to succeed.
So you telling me Frank Wright? They pay all this big money for Frank Wright, Josh McCown, Thomas Brown, Don Capers. All these guys are coming here, Evero, to be able to coach Sam Darnold.
Probably not. I mean, I don't think that they might. I mean, they've had talks with Sam Darnold.
Yeah, I mean, he's the fallback option if they can't get what the fuck they need. You know how it is when you at the club, late night, you met this girl at the beginning of the club, you bought her a drink, and you say, hey, I'll see you a little later on. You done whisper in the air a couple of times. Now it's that last call for alcohol, and you desperate. You look around trying to figure out what the fuck you gonna do. This is where you at now. Sam Darnold is that fallback option. He is the last bitch. I hate to say it. Last call is what Sam Darnold is going to be.
We call that vampire pussy because it's got to get up and go before the sun come over the horizon. Look, Sam Darnold got to get up and go before the next season starts. Don't you look at me. You see those OTAs about to start? You better get your ass in a different uniform.
To be fair to myself, Sam Darnold is not my first option.
Okay,
who's your first option?
Now you're being truthful. Go ahead.
My first option would be Justin Fields.
So you just pulled this out your ass just now.
No, I've been thinking about this for months now. I don't see the Bears trading away Justin Fields, but you never know.
They're not going to trade him because somebody going to give him a king's ransom for the first round pick because everybody loves Bryce Young. And I'm going to be real with you. I love the way Bryce Young play. I know I'm big on CJ Stroud. That is my quarterback that I would pick. But I love the way Bryce Young plays. I just think with his body style and his body type that he's going to be another Kyler Murray and Tua where he's going to be hurt all the time. So we not going to – same reason why I don't want Lamar Jackson. I don't want you here if you can't play throughout the season. I don't think Bryce Young's going to be in the NFL and stay healthy season after season. I want somebody that's 220, 6'3", that can take a hit, and I know he's going to be able to get back the fuck up. Bryce Young, you 190. He gets a hit, he might dislocate half his body.
Well, I'm gonna put it like this. I'm gonna put it like this. This is how I'm feeling right now. This is going to be an ongoing topic for the next couple of days, man. I love it. I love having these kind of like uncomfortable conversations because, for one, that brought me to the consensus that I like P and P. And like I said, I respect a man that can stand on his own 2 feet and say, hey, definitively, this is what I like. This is what I want. So whether it's an option that I like or not, it's still his opinion, and I respect everybody's opinion. Shout out to Big Mike, man. Shout out to him, man, because me and him disagree on half of the stuff he said, but I still respect his opinion.
And I
So,
respect yours. I like
yes,
what Fish
sir.
Bub say right here. This nigga say he cornered him in the parking lot.
I'm still available, bro. Please. Hey, man. If y'all watching this here tonight, this has been a good one. I just wanted to talk about, potentially us restructuring some of these guys. We got quarterback, we've been talking about for the longest. We get ready to get up out of here in a minute, but before we go, how y'all feel about the restructures that's taking place right now?
Taylor Moton?
Yeah. Save $11 million.
It's good that we restructured and that we're saving some money. What we definitely want to, it's good to definitely lock in Taylor Moton though.
Well,
Yeah.
Taylor Moton's been locked in, but this is what I really feel. I feel like just like last year, they went and got Austin from LA and got the boys that they got Dante Foreman and stuff to make sure we had what we had before we drafted. I think this is what Scott's about to do. Scott's about to put a couple pieces in place. So we don't gotta get everybody for the 3-4 system all in the draft. We don't have to get everything just in the draft. I think what he's trying to do is say, hey guys, I can get a few pieces, so don't get mad at me when I over trade for the quarterback. I'm just assuming, don't take everything I say for serious.
Yes, sir. I agree with that. I mean, and then you got to understand, Shaq is coming up, as well as who's the other guy that they said restructure? DJ Moore. They're going to go to him and ask him to restructure. So potentially, we could be well at $50 million just sitting there. I love the option of having some money sitting around now, man. It's a good feeling knowing that we can go and not have to window shop. I like that.
We've been window shopping for a damn decade. It feels like
Yeah,
every
damn
time there's
sure.
a nice ass player on the free agent market, we just look at it. I'm like, man, he'll look good in the Carolina Panther uniform. Too bad we can't afford him.
Man.
All this damn dead cap space. We got the most dead cap space, I think, in the whole NFL.
Mm-hmm. Man, look at
And
here. Kurt
and if
Coleman
we
was
don't,
like the best pickup we ever got. Had to be on the dollar store budget rental we ever got that produced.
I mean, you heard Hassan Riddick. Hassan Riddick said he wanted to stay in Carolina. They just couldn't pay me. And I remember when we lost Hassan Riddick, how I felt. I was like, it's so hard to say
that
goodbye.
that did hurt. That did really hurt, man.
I
But
was like, man,
that was definitely in the effort to re-sign Brian Burns. I mean, they were thinking about the future with that. So I can't even be mad at that. I can't.
I can't win it. The reason why we couldn't keep him because we did that 5th year option with Sam Darnold. I
Uh-oh.
bet you I can. And that nigga
Man.
only played 6 games this year, and we could have had Hassan Reddick. You damn right I could be bad just for a little bit longer until the draft, until they do something to make me smile.
Hey, shout out to Agent 704 talking about we at Ross right now. Next year we gonna be at Gucci. Oh, I
We
love
going to
that. Yes,
Gucci.
sir.
Get
Yes,
some Louis
sir.
Vuitton on and shit.
Yes, sir, man. I love this, man. This is what it's all about, man. Coming together as one Panther Nation. Look, we're going to be right back on Friday night. You don't want to miss it. 8 o'clock p.m. Friday night. We're going to do another live here. So if y'all ain't got nothing better else to do, come and rock with your boy Dub Q, man. Like, subscribe to the channel. Show
Yeah,
that
y'all hit
love,
that
man.
like button. My man
Yes,
Dub Q
sir.
be working hard. Hit that
Yes,
like
sir.
button, subscribe, put some money in his pocket,
Fall flat on
show
your
some
face
love.
on that notification bell.
Yes, sir. I appreciate y'all, fellas. And hit them cash apps. You see it. Doug Q09. Yeah, yeah.
I'm gonna hit it as soon as Carolina give me some cat room. Now I'm playing. I'm gonna hit it.
You see, he did me dirty.
Nah, I got you. I'm gonna hit you up, Dub Q. Hey,
Hey,
stay
man.
up, man. Y'all have a good night.
Y'all have a good one, man.